Hey everybody, thought I'd do an intro video to Marvel Heroes since I know when I first started I definitely had lots of questions. I'm going to start with my level 57 Deadpool here, but I will jump into some of my other characters. I've got my team up of the Deadpool kid behind him there. Go ahead and get rid of him for the moment. Wait for the graphics to load a little bit. I am running on a MacBook Pro, late 2012, with 16 gig of RAM, 2.7 i7 quad-core processor, plugged into a 27-inch Thunderbolt monitor. My settings right now are somewhere between medium and high. I do bring them down if I want to eliminate a little bit of the lag, but I enjoyed the graphics, so a little bit of lag isn't too much, and it does get a little laggier while I'm streaming or recording, so that's just kind of just how it works. But I'm also going to look into, let's see, what are we running? So it does say I am running medium. Maybe we'll turn down to low for this. Wait for everything to come back. Takes a few seconds here. Not sure why, but it does seem to be a little less laggier. After the rest of the textures come in, we'll be better. There we go. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start with that. A couple things I wanted to start with. Your team up is shown down here. A lot of things that were missing when I first started was where do you find your team up. So the T key, T as in Tom, brings up your hero roster. This first page is usually starting from the top with the starter heroes. I think the starter heroes go, well, they do tend to get mismatched once you buy heroes. They do tend to come in based on alphabetical order. So don't really recall offhand which ones are starter heroes, but anyone with a 10 is still a starter hero. But I did come across Colossus and Captain America and Cyclops and Daredevil. But these are where all this is how you choose who you're going to play. So we'll go ahead and switch on over to Venom. There we go. But this is also where you choose your team up. So as you can see, my team up for Venom is currently Spidey down here. And these are the other team ups I have acquired over the time. I was given the Holiday Groot team up during the holiday sale they were having, so that was kind of nice. But we'll go ahead and bring in Spidey just to show you how that works. So to bring in a team up, at least on a Mac keyboard, but I'm pretty sure it's the same as a PC keyboard, it is the K button. And Spidey should be swinging in. There he is. So I did reduce the textures. You know what? I'm going to bring them back up. If we're not going to move around too much during this video, I do not see a problem with that. Alright, there we go. A little better. Alright. So we'll send Spidey home. Underscore is the button to send people home. So, as you can see, the bar is still loading up. 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. Now, in a minute we'll go over the different options that you can give your team ups, but let's start with the main character. The I button brings up your inventory, and as a starter, as a new hero, I am currently level 6 with Venom, so this is a good example to start. I have only access to what they call the item 1 through 5. Up in here would be a medal. That's actually, I forgot, you can use medals too on a low level, and you also do get the artifacts. When I go back to Deadpool, we'll take a look at the artifacts as well. Over here would be the Forged items, and then another artifact unlocks at 55, and another one at 45, and a relic unlocks at 20. I'll go over those a little bit too. This will be a multi-part video, so as I say in my description, I am a part-time gamer. I have other things I need to do. Alright, so with that said, all your inventory items show up here. Now your currencies show up here. Here's your Eternity Splinters. These get picked up in-game, and I highly suggest if you have the ability to use some of your points or log in on specific days like this last coming Saturday to get some of the potions. Now I'm going to hit the X key, which is going to bring up the store, and I'm going to show you a couple things that are very valuable. Something like this I boost here or this Omega boost, invaluable when you're starting off. I mean, I ran an I boost, and I think I was also given an Omega boost on Saturday, or maybe I had one of these. Maybe I had one of these potions laying around, but it is just amazing to have a 200 I had a 250%
experience bonus, and it was great to see the experience just fly. And one of my things I had found also gave me, gosh, it must not have been one of these, but I was getting, most of my drops were giving me 4 Eternity Splinters, and that would be, I don't know, every 15 minutes or so. So it was a good day for Eternity Splinters over the weekend. Alright, so now I'm going to move on back, get out of the store, we'll come back to that later. So here's where your pet goes. Pets can be acquired on login days, or they can be purchased as well from the store. I'll use the X key. As you can see, Iron Buddy, Herbie, Bamf. There are the Mini Dragon, Old Lace, Spider-Ham. There's a whole bunch of them. You can also get them from certain vendors, but that does take collecting some shards, points, Omega Drives, whatever the item you're collecting is. Let's see. Get on over to her. I know she has something. What does Clea have? So she can sell a whole different variety of Iron Buddies for money. Money comes in all day long. I would suggest making some changes in your options and going over to the gameplay. I like to turn on auto looting of credits and auto looting of medkits. Medkits are invaluable in my opinion. Some people don't use them, but since it's ran by the M key, M as in Mary, and you don't actually have to leave them here at the H key, you can actually go ahead and put all your different powers here, which we'll go over later or in the next video. But I highly suggest putting a power down here, because as you can see from right here, the medkits also run off the M key, which is great. Alright, so let's see, I'll move on here. Hang on, I got somebody here. Oops. Yeah, that didn't work. Always somebody. It's the internet. Welcome to the internet, right? Alright. So for those of you watching on YouTube, this was streamed as a Twitch. Still working on the followers. Don't have too many yet. Got one guy in the chat room who's obviously not happy with it, but you know, hey, what are you gonna do? Alright, get back on track here, clear my head. So, where were we? Inventory, okay. Medkits, yes. I'm going to switch back over to Deadpool because I lost my complete train of thought here. So I'm going to bring up T for that, and I'm going to go back to my main heroes and swap back over to Deadpool, who's currently my highest character at the moment. I am hoping to hit level 60 soon. You guys will have to pardon me for the pauses here, so... Unfortunately, I don't have I don't know what the delay is between me talking and thanks man, there you go. I don't know what the delay is between me talking and the text coming in, so I hate to answer questions verbally because I know there is a slight delay. So, alright, I'm gonna get back to the inventory here. So, Deadpool's up to 57. The only thing I'm missing is a legendary item yet. Like I said, I also am still new to this. It's been a couple of months, and you know, I've been used. As I tell everyone, get on the forums, watch the videos, and but I was a bit overwhelmed with the different buttons. I know they're all down here, but I brought a buddy into play, and I mean, it's kind of hard. They're a little small, and the hotkeys are down here, so I was hoping to kind of give you guys a quick rundown on how to bring everything up. So at least that, then we'll go to a different video later. So P brings up the powers. I still have 1 point lagging here because I'm actually waiting to get up to level 58 so I can bump these up instead. You get they start you off with 2 slots here where you can set up your first slot however you want, get through, you know, 20, 30 levels or so, and then say, hey, you know, I wish I had put the points somewhere else. You'll swap over to the 2. You'll start with all the points back again. You can reallocate them and hit activate. If you still aren't happy later on, it's quite easy to come up with these retcon devices, which are over in my inventory here.
Marvel Comics will sue you for trademark infringement.
So this is your stash. You start off with one stash, and that's about it. I had to purchase all of these, and these two came with my heroes when I bought a pack. Retcon devices are these. They come in login days. They come in chests occasionally, I think. I can't remember where they all came from. But you can use one of these to reset all of your PowerPoints on either one of these tabs. Omega System comes in at level... I actually don't remember what level it started. Maybe somebody on there will remember, but it doesn't open right away on your low level guys, and you'll find that out. These are hero synergy points. You get these as your heroes point past level 25 and level 50. You can turn them on, and then these bonuses are applied to all your heroes. I've heard really good things about Cyclops' synergies, so I'm excited to get him up there eventually. Where is Cyclops at? Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, the 10% bonus XP. Any bonus in XP is definitely valuable. So head over here. I don't know what that is, but I'll sell it to my crafter.
I'll take this.
Okay. So now that everybody left the stream, because it's not really the best stream, so but what are you gonna do? We'll go back over this. So currently I have the Banff pet. I'll go over pets now because I think it's important to get a pet early on in your adventures, because it's a great way to clean up the garbage. A lot of people say send them to your crafter. That's one way of doing it, but the Z as in Z on your keyboard does what's called a vacuum. And if you have a pet, then everything that you've assigned in the options, and I'll explain that right now. Over here in gameplay, you can tell it vaporize slot 1 gear by rarity. And that means that anything under whatever you've chosen, common, uncommon, or rare, will get vaporized. I chose to go anything under purple. All my purples and my oranges stay out. It goes green, blue, purple, orange. And then that kind of a mustardy color, which is the uniques. So I chose to vaporize any like that, except it doesn't do shields, and it doesn't do, or insignias, I mean, and it doesn't do rings, and artifacts, and runes, and any of the really unique stuff like that. So it's very important when you have a pet, because as you can see, all of the green, the blue, the purple, and the yellow, and the orange, I think the green is like 10,000 green items, and you get these bonuses from your pet. What else you can do is you can go to your crafter and you can have them clean one of these out and let you start over if you didn't like the bonus. So the 1% less damage from bosses, maybe that's not exactly what I wanted. I could clean that out and then start vaporizing all green gear again, have them vacuumed up to my pet, and hope for something better. So as you can see, I've got all uniques on Deadpool here. I've been sending all my purples and my yellows to my crafter, because leveling up a crafter is also a very useful thing to do. Oh, see, somebody beat me. Don't know what it is, but I would have sold it to my crafter. If you go over here to your crafter, mine is currently level 13. Love to give him up higher. I'm going to sell off by holding down on a Mac the Alt key or Option key and right-clicking. Sends all this stuff to my crafter. And if you watch up here, you'll see that his experience is going up for all the stuff I send him. I'll deal with that later. I can actually send him a green shield. I'm never going to use that. In the beginning, I pick up whatever comes, and right away, you know, maybe I'll switch to an intro character to show that in a different video. We'll go over the details of how this operates first, for at least the basic stuff, and then I'll go into the more detailed stuff later. Insignias go here. Insignias aren't turned on until somewhere around the mid-20s, I think. Maybe I'll switch over to someone lower and we can discuss it. I just got Daredevil during the Saturday free hero weekend.
This could get messy.
So synergy points always pops up because you, on a new hero, you have to turn on the other ones that you've... There we go. Apply. Okay. Now we can go to his inventory and we can see what a bear hero looks like. Nothing but a costume with no buffs or anything to it. So I pick up everything possible on a new hero. Add them all in here. You can see 35 is the insignia. There we go. And a ring is at 25. So that's good to know. He is currently my newest character, though. I will be buffing him or boosting him up level later, but for now, my main focus is getting Deadpool up to level 60, and then I'm going to go back to Iron Man, and then after that, I'll probably go back to Wolverine. And then I don't know who from there. One of these other ones. Maybe Spidey. Spidey's right behind that. So let's go back to Deadpool. Switch to Deadpool. Okay.
Time to do my job.
So I'm going to go back to the inventory here and show you another thing. So this is the Team Up Hero inventory. It's a good place to keep extra stuff. I haven't really found a rhyme or the reason. I know I put the outfits in here, but it was mainly because I just didn't have another place to put them. I've also been keeping a lot of my extra uniques here. I heard when your crafter gets to a certain level, I think it's possibly 16, you can trade in multiples of uniques. 5 sets of Uzis, for instance, the Chuck's Uzis. And you get, I think, a chest of 500,000 gold, which, as you can see from over here on my gold, that would be useful. I could probably get I can get an Iron Buddy team up or something with that. So that's why I keep stuff over here. I found a lot of these, if they're not uniques, like these yellow gloves, you know, those are level 27 gloves. By the time I actually get to 27, I've probably found a better unique by then, with Spider-Man, for instance. This one here, this is a unique. I am keeping those around just until I get to, this says level 39. When I get to level 39, I'll make a decision at that point. If I get to level 37 and I've got something already better, it's being sold to the crafter. Okay, so here are your team up. Since we're in the team up, we'll go right to this. Here's your team up slots. Anything above green, or I guess it's blue, is quite difficult to find. They'll come in weekend packs, or they'll come in random drops, which I've been reading on the forums don't happen very often. So I found that one I think I got that one on the Saturday drop as well, but I don't have a rhyme or reason to that yet. I'll do a little more research and get back to everyone, but currently I try to have my team up benefit himself, because it doesn't seem a whole lot of benefit to me on any of these. 33 tenacity, not a huge deal, but I like my team up to be as powerful as possible. Tier 1, every team up has a slightly different thing on the rest of the tiers, but on tier 1 they're all the same. The first one, your team up is always out. Not always out, but when you bring him out, he doesn't go away. Infinite. Tier 2, he would be he would come out for 30 seconds, but he would do 200% base damage, and he would help you regenerate your health. And then tier 3, when he's not in, he's giving you a physical damage rating of 285. A lot of people like to bring their heroes, give your heroes all the passive benefits that they don't give unless they're not in play, and then just don't bring them in play. Me, I'm still learning, and I really enjoy having my team up out. It's if I bring up a team up like Hulk out, then I have a tank. I have someone out there to take all the damage, or She-Hulk, I should say. It's pretty good. This one here I was using for a while as a noob, because when your team up's not out, you do get a 10% bonus on rare and special items, which helps bring in those uniques to hopefully get you more powerful and moving up in experience faster. Right. Where else should we go? So let's see. We'll take a look at... We'll keep this video kind of short, but we'll go take a look at the Enchanter over here. So the Enchanter, you also want to level up as fast as possible. They give you these rune words. Rune words use these runes, which are probably in here. Yeah. To give you bonuses. At level 50 now I can do a better job. So I have this one, for instance. It has that rune, which I don't know what rune that is. It actually looks like the one I was on. Yes, this one here. It's giving me 20% XP, 100% damage. I don't think that's the 200%, 100%. Right, because the item level is at 25, so I need to get level 50 Uru Forged items, which I don't think I have any of at the moment, because, yeah, I do not have any of those at the moment. But enchantments are definitely important. Look at these over here. Give me a second. Blessings, change an artifact. Which are these up here? I do not think I have any. Oh, yes, I do. This one here. Blessing of Sith. 1% chance. I think I put that on as a noob as well, although the 2% attack speed is helpful. So, what else do we have here? I liked the move speed on this. One thing I do enjoy about Deadpool is keeping him moving fast, even though he does have a really good teleport, and I do like the teleport better than... there's a blue icon. Let's go see what I can do with this thing here. I do not have a blue team up right here. So we can compare team ups right now. So 12% base damage to team up default powers and 45 mental. I don't use mental, so that doesn't help me very much. 10%, 12%. That's a higher base damage to my team up, but it does give me more ranged. Probably gotta skip it for now. Alright, so those are most of the main things I wanted to go over for this video. I'll do a gameplay video later. Oh, well, we can go over the hotkeys. So L brings up your missions. As a new player, let's bring in Daredevil again.
There's evil out there. Time to get to work.
Okay. Bring in Daredevil here. Now we'll bring up the mission list. As you can see, none of these are filled out right now. They're all blank, except lore. I think lore applies to all accounts. In order to start getting these, I need to run the missions, and I am in the wrong place for missions because I am in Avengers Tower, because this is kind of like where my meeting point is for a couple of buddies of mine, and it's a good place to be. But if I went to a teleport place here, and I teleported to Prologue, Queen's Entrance, I think is where they start you off, or even the Stark Tower, then I would have people that would give out missions. So we'll teleport over to Stark Tower, and I'll give you a quick rundown. There you go. So this lady here wants to talk to me, and she would give me one of my first missions. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not ready to get into the groove of Daredevil's missions, but we can go over this right here. Mission log is not filled out. Hang on, let's go over here. I haven't used Daredevil at all, so I'm completely new to him at the moment. As you can see, all of these are filled out down here because I've done them all with another character, and this dot tells you where you are at the moment. Terminals are unavailable until level 20. And I think challenges Midtown is... So let's go over the challenges real quick. So challenges, Midtown is a great place to level up, especially if Midtown Madness is going on. And you can always tell because when you first log in, the special broadcast will tell you right here, Midtown Madness has begun. Definitely, if you wanted to level up a character before you started the storyline, I would go to Midtown and I would start grinding on. I would even do the XP boost if you had the chips to get it. You'd be surprised on how fast you level up. Then you can come back here and start the storyline, and it's quite a bit easier. I'm actually going to bring back in one of my other characters. New Venom outfit is nice. Okay. And I'm going to head on over to... Nope, can't go there. I head back over to the Avengers Tower just because that's where I like to be. For anyone watching this, I will be doing much better Twitch videos. My Twitch is slash Shaman Rob S8. Well, actually, my Switch is in my Twitter and my Google Plus profile. I'll make sure all of those are on the YouTube station. Okay. So let's see what else I can go over here. So see, I picked up this mask because I'm never going to use it. My Captain America's higher, but I can definitely off it to my Enchanter or my Crafter. And I'll do that right now. Get rid of this one and this one. Good. Okay. So these are called relics. Definitely pick these up anytime you find them. I would definitely suggest also if you're going to get into the game buying more inventory stashes. They're not cheap, but as you can see, they fill up quickly. I don't need everything in my inventory slash. I will be slimming it down soon, but I do want to try to collect, as you can see, these artifacts. I haven't decided which ones I'm going to use yet, or whether or not multiple characters are going to need them. This can go over here. But the more you have, up to 1,000, the higher the stats get. I'm mainly using this one for him because of the Fury. I might switch over to another one at a different time. Where are they all? Yeah, so this is a good one because it raises your damage rating, and this one's a good one for someone like Cyclops because it raises your ranged, and this is a good melee one. I'm hoping to get them up higher before I make any kind of the critical damage. That's a good one too. Hoping to get the counts up higher, maybe in the hundreds, before I actually decide on who's going to use it, because unbinding a relic is not as easy until you get your crafter up to a higher level. Every character gets a fast move, and Wolverine is the Cyclops' Harley, which is quite entertaining. Alright, well, I think that's where I'm going to stop for now. We've gone over artifacts, we've gone over relics. I need to get him a better belt, but we'll deal with that later. Yeah. Alright. So that's what we've got for now. Appreciate you guys watching. Know that as I have more time and design more focus and have a notepad beside me here, I'll have a more organized way of showing you guys. But I know that those initial questions came to my mind when I first started playing, so it was definitely nice to have someone show me that as opposed to just figuring them out. Daily logins are important. That's another thing I will say before I go. Log in every day, even if you're not going to play, because once you get up in the hundreds, you start getting some pretty cool stuff. I know that I'm excited about getting a Ultron pet, and I hear good things about the Doomsaw as well. So, that's not even running yet. Over here, yeah, you know what? This is actually kind of important too. So this is a mission tracker. The orange mission tracker is what your actual mission is. I don't think I have one at the moment, so let me look again. No, the green one. The green one is your actual mission. I haven't completed all the missions with Wolverine yet, so I still actually have missions with him. The orange is for... What is the orange one? That might be the... more of the story as well. And I know the purple one is your shared quests. Defeat Magneto. Yeah, there it is. Trash the bunker. So that would be up here under Terminal shared, Midtown shared, right here. I'll definitely try to finish that again. I've already finished it once in the last 24 hours. But depending on the event that's going on, I know that the Omega event is going on right now. You get a lot of stuff for completing the events. I mean, for completing the dailies on that. I'm actually going to swap back over to Deadpool because his teleport makes things quite a bit easier. Okay.
So then I said to Mabel, I said, where do you
head over here. I wanted to check something out since I have you guys on. Cosmic Chaos Supplier. I am currently at 710 Cosmics and 150 Omega. So these are things that are going on there in the 150 Omega. I was hoping to get at least up to the 300 or the 2000, but it's going to be a while until I get to 2000 by then. Alright, let's see. I think that's really about it. Go over these missions again. Mission logs. These are the mission logs from the storyline. Shared quests, definitely important. And then there might be a broadcast here. I do know that Agent Coulson gave me a... There he is over there. Because it's Omega Week, Agent Coulson is here. He wants you to go to the HoloSim, run those. You get a whole slew of Omega files, which are a special event type currency. Alright, well that's it for now. Like I said, thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned. This will get cleaner and better as I go. Just want to generate a little bit of traffic and interest. And please watch me on Twitch. I'll join up with a couple friends of mine in a super group, and we'll chat and keep you guys informed. Thanks again.